Hi everyone, welcome to CodeCorp, and today we'll be starting this video that is totally based upon Java 8. So as you can see on my screen, we can see that okay, start. So hello everyone, good morning and welcome to CodeCorp. So today we'll be discussing about the mostly asked interview questions, that is like, do you have any understanding of Java 8 or on which Java version that you have worked upon? So in this video, we'll be talking about all the newly features that were added to the Java 8, that were Lambda expression, functional interface, method referencing, stream API, optional class, and new date and time API. So among all these features, the new date and time feature is like least asked questions. So you don't have to cover it, as I have given multiple interviews around 20, 25, and none of them has ever asked me like what is the new date and time API feature in Java 8. So you can just ignore it for now. And yeah, we'll be explaining all these features one by one. And I have given this name to part 1 of Java 8 because I'm not sure like how much how like it will take at least 3 videos to be covered all the topics. As stream API is a big topic, it will take a separate video. Let's try if we can cover all these 3: Lambda expression, functional interface, and method reference in this video only, and see where we goes. So firstly, to understand Lambda expression and interface, these are two very interrelated topics. So firstly, we'll try to understand them. We'll dive into the Eclipse. Let's try. So Lambda expression is nothing just to reduce our code, like whatever the concrete implementation that we have given to one of the abstract method of a functional interface. We just reduce the number of lines of code of that particular implementation using Lambda expression. I'll show you how. Okay, so inside this class, so here let me tell you like how what is a so here we'll be creating one functional interface. As you already know about the interfaces and abstract classes, so just keep in mind that the functional interface is nothing. It's just an interface with single abstract method, single and only abstract method. So what does that mean? Suppose here I am explaining functional. Let me write it here. Functional interface. Okay. So what I'm explaining here, like the normal interface with single abstract method is called functional interface. And how to declare it? Just you can declare it as a normal interface, and functional int. Suppose I'm giving this name, and if I will declare a single method inside this void show. So now this interface itself is a functional interface. Okay, and if I am declaring a separate another method here, like void and show me. So now this is not a functional interface, because as per the definition I have already told you, like we should have a single abstract method. Okay, so one more thing, by one more thing, like I mean like one more annotations is there using which you can declare a functional interface, that is at the rate functional interface annotation. Okay, so why is it giving this compiler error? So what I was saying, like here you can use functional interface annotation and it will be a functional interface. Okay, so you can see like here, if I have declared two of the methods that are abstract method, and if I am declaring it as a functional using functional interface annotation, then it is giving me a compiler error, and that is saying like invalid at the functional interface annotations Java. Functional interface is not a functional interface. Functional int is not a functional interface. Why it is not a functional interface? Because it is having two abstract methods. And you must be thinking like, if we are not defining any abstract keyword or anything, then this is a Java tool. If you are not defining any keyword, like if you're not defining default and static keyword, then it will be considered as an abstract method. So okay, so to make it so why do we use this annotation if we can simply create a single abstract method inside it, and then it itself a functional interface? Then why do we need it? We need it because if we are having in production, like in production ready projects, if we are having multiple lines of code in which we have forgot like whether it is a functional interface or not, then we might be end up declaring two abstract methods. So to avoid that situation, we generally use functional interface annotation. Suppose if like suppose this is a functional interface and there are multiple lines of code and I'm not able to see whether it is having one keyword or not, then in that case, if I'll be start declaring another abstract method, then it will be start giving me error, like you cannot declare two abstract method here. So by this you can have like by this method you can create a single functional interface. Okay, so now we came to the next topic, and that is like lambda expression. And in this topic I'll be explaining like so as we know generally, interfaces are the one which is having only the contract kind of thing. They are not having the concrete implementation of the methods. So what do? We create is we create a separate class which implement these interface, and then we describe the concrete implementation of the show methods and all. We do that. But in case of functional interface, what we can do, we can simply give the definition to this abstract method using lambda expressions. Let me show you how to do that. Okay, so function interface I have declared fun. If we will see, function interface is there, fni. I am declaring it. Then okay, so this is the way of doing it. Okay, if I am declaring a abstract method inside the functional interface, then this is the way I'll be giving a body to that. Okay, I'll be overriding that show method and I'll be writing the code here. So this is a like older way of doing things. Okay, if I will do like fni I dot show, then I'll be able to get the result here. So I'll be getting this output. This output I'm getting through this abstract method. Okay, so when lambda expressions came into the picture, so that was the purpose of like if we are having only a single show methods implementation here, then why are we writing multiple lines of code for that? Okay, what we can do, we can simply write a code here which using lambda expression. Lambda expression is nothing but it is the combination of on the left side of arrow we have some kind of parameters, and on the right side of arrow we are having some kind of expressions. So let me show you how it looks like. So here and here we are having, so this is a lambda expression. So this is nothing, this is lambda symbol, and here on the left side we can give the parameters that we are passing to this show method, and on the right side we can do whatever we want to do. We want to use those parameters or not, whatever we want to do that. Okay, and if there are having multiple expressions are there, then what we can do, we can simply write expression 1 here and expression 2 here and so on. So if we are having multiple lines of code, then we can, our lambda expression will look like this. Lambda expressions will look like this. If it is a single expression, then we can simply remove all the code and write it like this, expression. Okay, so here also we are not passing anything to this show method. Then what we can do, we can simply declare it as empty braces. Okay, and we can use that lambda symbol. Okay, we are using it here, and here also if we are not giving anything, we need to declare it here as well, as we are passing simply the expression. We are passing simply the expression to that show method, then we don't need to override it here again. We don't need to give that here. So here you can see by using this line of code, like simply if I am having multiple expressions, then I can write it down here. Let me write it down here. Let me write it down show 2, and here I'm writing show 3. Okay, and if I'm running it, then I'll be able to see all the documents. So these expressions, this set of expressions has been defined to this show method. Okay, so what if I am having a single line of expression? Then I don't need these multiple lines of curly braces and all. I don't need those, right? So if I do remove this line, curly braces, then also this code is fine. Okay, then also this code is not going anywhere. Okay, we can have all the results now as well. But what if we are doing everything in a single line of code? We are not having multiple lines of expression. Then we can simply write the whole code in a single line. Okay, and that is pretty much the definition of a lambda expression. So on the left side you have whether we are passing a parameter to that or not, and in this lambda symbol, and then the expression that you are going to implement. That is the implementation. It is the core implementation of that particular abstract method that we are having in functional interface. Okay. So if upon saving, if I run this, then it will look like this. Okay. Sure. So here you can see the data is we are getting the output. Okay. So now you must be thinking it is giving me, it is not returning anything. Like now you want to create a functional interface that must return something. So for that, what you need to do, you need to give the return type here. Suppose I'm giving int here, and I'm writing add, and I am also passing in this lambda expression, I am also padding some values. Suppose I'm declaring int a and int b. Okay. So now what is the meaning of this particular line is like this particular abstract method will be returning a int value, and it is taking two parameter as input. That is, the two parameters are int, and yeah, those will be passed with the lambda expressions, and then we'll be getting the output whatever we'll write here in this expression. Okay. So suppose I am writing here for 5 4 comma 5. Okay, then my this expression should return something. Okay, suppose I am returning suppose I am passing values x and y, and I am returning anything x plus y, or any expression, any integer I am returning. Just for the sake of nomenclature, I have given add, I am returning x plus y. So in the calling, but during the calling of this function, now you have to also again pass those variable on which you want to perform this functionality. Suppose I want to perform this functionality on 4 comma 5. Then this computation will be done, and I'll be getting the output. Okay, I'm not getting because I'm not printing anything. So suppose I am printing here out dot print element. So if I do print like this, so if I do print like this, then I'll be getting a integer output. Similarly, you can give any kind of functional interface and which may return any kind of output you can give here, and any kind of parameter that you want to pass in that abstract method that you can give in here. Just keep in mind the lambda expression, it should have those number of inputs that you are passing here. It should have those number of inputs, and it should return a value that is that you have defined here. Suppose if I am returning here like Rishabh or CodeCorp, if I'm returning CodeCorp here, then this is not a good lambda expression because it is returning integer here, and if I change this to string, then it will be good to go, and we don't have any problem with that. Okay, we'll be getting the CodeCorp as an output. Okay, here you can see. So you must keep in mind, like whatever the values that we're giving here, the parameters should match with these parameters that we have defined in the functional interface, and whatever we are returning from the lambda expression, it should have similar type of return to the I would say abstract method that we have declared there. Okay, so I think that is pretty much all about functional interfaces and lambda expressions. So maybe in the next video we'll be covering like method references and stream API. So till then, thank you so much for watching, and if you like the video, just like, share and subscribe. And if you have any doubt related to the lambda expressions and functional interface, and any doubts related to the Java, just keep me posted in the comment section, and I'll help you out.